We have now completed all the work on the reform of the Common Fisheries Policy. After 4 years, we have put in place a policy that will provide, I think, a great future for Europe's fishermen. The policy seeks to provide an end to the discards debacle. This is the horrible problem where 1.5 million tonnes of perfectly good fish was being thrown back into the water every year by Europe's fishermen because of rules and regulations imposed by the European Commission. If fishermen tried to land out of quota fish or juvenile fish, they were charged with a criminal offence. Sometimes fishermen ended up in prison because of this problem. Now we have ended with the reform package all the discards issue. We're going to use money in the Maritime Fisheries Fund to help fishermen put new gear, bigger mesh nets, special escape panels to allow the young fish to escape, because the best thing of all is to leave these fish in the sea to mature. So we hope that by the 1st of January 2015, the ban will start on pelagic fish. This is the oily fish like mackerel, like herring. And by 2020, all fish will be covered. There will be no more dumping of fish allowed. Any juvenile fish that are landed, that have been caught inadvertently, will be converted into fish meal and fish oil, which is very necessary to feed our expanding aquaculture sector as feed for salmon, for trout in our fish farms. Also, we have introduced the policy of regionalisation. Now, this is something that all the member states have been asking for years. It gives effective power on the day-to-day management of fisheries back to the member states, albeit Brussels, the European Commission, will continue to provide a framework, and the member states will be required to comply with the rules of that framework. But the day-to-day management of fisheries will be given back to the fishermen themselves, to the fishermen, the scientists, the politicians in the member states. They're the ones who know best how to run and how to manage their fisheries, instead of the army of bureaucrats and micromanagers who sit at desks in Brussels. These are huge reforms. Also, we are talking about fishing to what's called maximum sustainable yield. This means only catching sufficient numbers of fish from any stock that allows the remaining fish to continue to reproduce sustainably. That will provide healthy balance in all of our fish stocks in European waters. This is going to, in the long term, provide a completely sustainable fishery. I think it's going to be a good future for our fishermen.